Good time zone, everybody. Welcome back to ZSR, and tonight we got another Miniblins match. This is a group Gohma match between Joshy and Loger. I got a couple of Davids here to talk. I got a Laz to help me track. I'm gonna go push buttons and let them talk because they're better at it.
Thank you,
Couple of
Tama.
Davids.
Yeah, the
for
Davids are back.
Miniblins.
The Davids are back.
Been a while since we last come together. I think it was sometime around probably October for season 7.
Yeah,
We get the opportunity again, Mongol.
yeah. I'm out of my retirement again. That happens. It's like a cycle. We're having some Miniblins to commentate. We're gonna have some fun. We have Josh on one side. We have Logger on the other one. I don't know of Logger, but I'm happy that there's two people because a race without two people is not much of a race.
That to be true. Exactly. Josh has been part of the community for quite some time, definitely for a bit longer than I have been. And I think Loger has been coming in hot freshly this Miniblin season.
Oh, that's always good
And
to see.
I'm excited to see both of them race and show us what they got.
Honestly, that's the beauty of Miniblins. You have runners that have been a part of the community for a long time, but don't race that often that participate. You have new runners, brand new runners, and it's just kind of fun to see everyone square off a little.
Absolutely,
Getting ready for the actual season after that. That's gonna be great too. So,
absolutely.
So what kind of settings do we have in Miniblins this season? I have been entirely out of the loop, and I'm hoping that you can be kind of my guide tonight.
Oh, sure thing. Since I have played a couple of Miniblin Seed myself, I am well acquainted with these settings. Most importantly, like in Season 7, the Grey Fairies are yeeted, this time entirely. No Octo Fairy for us.
Man. Not even the Octo
And
Fairy,
Windfall is
wow.
not as much of a freebie to dip at the start of the seed, since it's not 5 out of 5 checks anymore, it's 6 out of 12 checks.
Interesting, and we're starting right on Fire Mountain, and now it's time to read. I've already missed the first hint. Diamond Step, someone.
To go then, and Diamond Step to go then. So we got a double path to Tower of the Gods.
Ah, First Peak Rock is foolish. And Steel 2. Oh, we have the Great Fairy Chart and Ganon's Tower. That's gonna be a must pick.
Absolutely.
Cyclos only has some pocket change, so we won't be seeing as many frogs as I'd like.
A bit more pocket change, and yikes, DRC Big Key Chest required bait back.
Oh, that's interesting. That bait bag that could be fun.
Yep.
Especially since we know that 2 of the bait bag checks are foolish.
True.
Like we know that and Big Pig, so that can kind of be only 2 more checks. Which one is it gonna be?
Yeah, we have Needle Rock Chest that is also new in these settings, along with a couple other island puzzles.
Oh,
and also the Top of Headstone, which is also an island puzzle and thus new to these settings.
Interesting. Also, Beetle having the best trade deal in the history of trade deals maybe ever, aka 100 rupees for the low price of 20. I love when that happens.
Definitely stop for both parties.
Interesting start by Lager, going straight to Outset Island. We know that Big Pig is dead, sadly for him. And that means that everything else is clearable. Pretty interesting stuff.
Absolutely. Can even peek the Top of Headstone to see if we need to come back for that later.
Oh, that's also a good idea.
Or we could just, take the Octo Warp at Diamond Step and just get a couple of checks out of logic.
Oh,
And we are greeted by our first Spiky with bombs.
bombs! Oh
Mesa,
my god!
why do you have those? What were you planning to do with them?
It's a great way to till the land to plant more grass. He's always there to cut more grass. Except he's never there in Rando because it's always never the time. Alright, mailbox.
So true. First mail check of the seed.
Oh, that's a good
With a
mail
logger
check.
to pick.
This is going pretty well for the outset start for now. Meanwhile, Joshy trying to get some storage. Suddenly falling in the water there, but that's not too bad. We can always go back to the start here.
And just
Nothing
climb
in-
back up.
Nothing in Grandma's basement. That sounds illegal. I like Grandma's basement. It's a good place.
Yep.
Oh, and we're going with the old school strats on Joshy's side, going on that side. Oh, just taking the bulbs. I like that too.
Okay.
So, sometimes you don't
if
feel
you're
like
not
climbing everywhere.
Yeah, if you're not that comfortable with the jump slash over the vines, that is perfectly fine to just go around that way.
It's old
Because it
school,
can
but
be
it
a little
works.
tricky.
When climbing on that side, I like that too.
Yep. Neatly makes it to the top of Cliff Plat.
And looks like there is a bucket change in there. And there's a spiky on top.
Yep. We do not need to saw that since Bird's Peak Rock was hinted foolish.
Coal
And that's a
hammer.
hammer.
Interesting.
Hopefully we'll be having a smash in time with that.
It is, in fact, the hammer time. Alright, time to peek something. Seems to be a piece of heart on top
Yep.
of Edstone. So that means that we kind of know what the bait bag is for now.
Yep, since we have bombs, the bait bag can also not be required for the top of Boulder Chest on Dragon Roost Island. So we know that the bait bag is gonna be required for the Needle Rock chest, which maybe we can get around if we find Fire and Ice in time.
Could be a nice get, honestly. It would tell us to not go to one chest that is kind of far in there.
Yeah.
Alright, starting right at Grandma's place. I like that play. Even if I know that there's nothing there.
Yep. Nothing in the basement. No, we have basically no idea what the item reward will be. It could just be another bow, for example. Could be a sword, it could also just be something as rudimentary as a shard. As a piece
Good
of
old
cheese.
shards. Good old shards. I see that we are starting with Neru's Pearl and Din's Pearl in these settings. That's always very nice.
Yep. Which makes the Tower of the Gods path honestly pretty strong in my opinion. Since you'll be guaranteed basically either bombs, a bow, probably either leaf or grapple. And the worst case would be for Rospo, which still gives you one check and access to the whole dungeon.
I'd like to mention a very clean roll clip to get into Meza's house by Joshi. Meanwhile, we have Logger that missed the trick the first time, but now gets it. That's the one fun part about that trick. It's pretty easy to set back up after you've saved once.
Yeah, you're not placed that far off the whirlpool.
It goes pretty well, too. You just kind of turn around and you're in position.
Yep.
Master Sword has been found. Meanwhile, Logger is just waiting for Link to
just popping up.
finish
on
the Yeah, just finish his swim a little.
We just have no idea what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and
Oh.
oh no, oh no, the floor master's
Thomas
here.
taking Logar on a quick ride back to the entrance of the. But the seat is still long.
We
Maybe it's
we
gonna
have
be
many
a
minutes.
classic Tower of the Gods keys in the scale room.
Maybe the rats in the statue room at the start.
True.
You never know. They're pretty. There's some pretty annoying enemies in this game. I wouldn't say dangerous enemies, but annoying.
Yeah. C-hats and P-hats being up there, in my opinion.
The sea hats especially. Oh boy, the sea hats. Whenever we go for golf,
Oh, and
they're
that's
there.
a leaf.
That is very good. Wow.
Very
Never
nice
gonna
to get
complain
early.
about that. And we're now on Dragon Roost Island on Joshy's side. A spiky chest just fell down, and we're gonna store it.
Yeah, leaf is really nice to have.
Yeah, just for movement in general, not even for the to unlock new checks. Sometimes you just kind of want to go fast with it. All right, talking about going fast, it is time to peek our head through the wall and watch things.
Hashtag ban storage. The
As
nightmare
usual.
of most quote-unquote bit more casual trackers.
Yeah, Tama, one day we're gonna have another no storage race, and
No
Tama,
storage races are fun, honestly.
they're pretty fun, and those are usually the races where you see some runner just kind of pop off, like Symphonic Link, and it kind of hurts being called a casual, you know.
I am sorry, Tom.
I feel like none of us are casuals on here.
Yeah.
All right, what's up there? I might be a casual because I didn't see.
I could not tell.
I usually can't tell. That's why I just go straight for the balls here.
That is fair.
All right, Joshy just needs to drop down slowly, not too fast, not too quick.
Yeah, I have to say, the more you play when ooh, Picto.
Picto.
Gonna be really nice for the first windfall dip. Yeah, I mean, running the game definitely helps with keeping track of stored chests.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to look at.
Ooh.
Oh, Hero's Bow.
That's a bow.
Out of logic for Joshy right now, but we know where the logic is.
Yep. Now the thing is, we could just get a hook shot on Windfall, and it would just be two converging paths. With the hook shot leading to the leaf, and leaf leading to a bow.
Oh, that would be pretty interesting, honestly. Checking the chest before going in. That way you know if you actually need to climb up.
Yeah, but
like
if that's
doing
the
that.
case, it would also mean that that bow likely locks the other bows.
Interesting. All right, time for
if the leaf is truly meant for that, which we currently do not know.
I miss when we saw a frog in this one. I miss the frogs.
Oh yeah. Thing is, you'll not even get any frogs this seed, very likely, because Cyclops has been hinted dead.
Absolutely no frogs, but the ghost ship chart, though. Imagine if
honestly,
it was a frog ship.
You could just go and get that basically right now on Crescent.
Yeah, Crescent is right next to here, and it is the first place that the ghost ship shows up. So.
Yep. We still haven't changed the time of day to night.
Didn't realize we had a bottle. Nice. That is the stored item. We now have some glassware.
And you know what that means?
It does mean soup.
It's time for the command.
Oh yes, soup, everyone, soup.
The grandma command.
The best item in the game to a point where it kind of feels ridiculous sometimes.
Soup is very strong, indeed.
It's
Basically,
insanely
it
strong.
is infinite healing if you know how to duplicate it.
In the lore, like it's better. It's twice as good as the blue potion, which means that Grandma created a soup that is so good that all of modern medicine in that world doesn't even come close to it, which is kinda insane if you ask me. Oh my god, fire and ice
And that's
arrows!
fire nice. Okay,
Oh
we
boy,
can safely skip the bait back the seed.
bait bag required in your
I
dreams.
wonder if Joshi realizes that.
That would be a good thing to realize, but we never know. We never know. Also, we're now on Windfall, which feels like the typical start usually.
I mean, it makes sense. We have a Picto now on Logar's side, albeit out of logic. We'll just go ahead and cancel Lanzo on Twitter. Or on X, as it's now called.
There's a beauty. There's a. I always find it funny that everyone that does Lenzo door cancel these days. It's pretty. It's pretty amazing.
Crystal, have you seen the last Miniblins seed that has been restreamed, where both Pictos have been on Windfall? One was on Miss Marie, and the other one was in Lanzo's attic.
That is always nice to see, especially when you get your second Picto before taking the picture. That way you can use the same one for both. Hello, Tots.
That's the beauty of being a restreamer and being able to roll such seeds.
Oh, Spiky at the top there. We don't have the grapple, so we're gonna have to come back somehow.
Lots of Spiky.
Light arrows!
Oh, that is top 15 light arrows.
All of the arrows!
That was quick.
If you thought you were gonna...
And that's another bottle.
We have 2 bottles. What the... What is
Hitting
this?
items left and right.
Is it gonna be a baby seed easy, or a baby seed is gonna start growing up everywhere in a few minutes? Kind of seed, you know? We don't know yet. All we know is that kid just broke his ankles.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt. All right. Catching another kid, and meanwhile, Joshi sailing to Crescent, I think.
Honestly, with how little Tower of the Gods I had in my past seats, I don't mind a little tower climbing.
Sometimes you just gotta go say hi to Golden.
The ET and Wind Temple shenanigans.
And like I said, sometimes you just gotta go say hi to Golden. We don't even say hi to Golden in the names of the groups in this tournament, so...
Oh wait,
hey, hookshot!
Hookshot?
That's logic.
Okay.
That is logic.
That would likely mean that something on Windfall leads us to offer Ross Pearl. Because that is the last item that we need to logically full clear Tower of the Gods. Or even to access Tower of the Gods.
It's pretty interesting, honestly.
The entire dungeon is logically full clearable.
Oh, nicely done on the Lenzo door cancel there by Logger.
Oh, wow.
Also, double Spiky.
Wow. Double cheese, maybe?
Maybe double cheese. Nope, but that's kind of fun too.
We'll still take that.
I mean, I'll take anything. If the chest is spiky, I'm opening it. Alright, time to take a picture. Yep. Nicely centered. Maybe a bit more zoom, but that was pretty good. I'm rating the photography, by the way. I know it's gonna work. It's all about the artistry, guys. Wow, Mother Child has some spikiness too, apparently.
Yep. No spiky here.
No spiky.
And we're
All
going
right.
back to outset.
But the hookshot
More
just
cheese
going
on
in our
Windfall.
inventory. Ah, I mean, you did say double cheese. We're just a little delayed, you know.
I guess so, yeah.
You got
I did say
one
double
slice of cheese, and then you get one slice of cheese, and then we got the other one.
Crystal, I think we've all been there. I've bottled up quite water quite a few times already.
Called me Nestle because I'm bottling water left and right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's more embarrassing when you try to show off with the storage. Yeah, you go from skills to, hey, that's Trevor.
Oh, Trevor!
Oh,
On
Trevor.
Mystery, this seat is amazing.
All the memes are going out.
Exactly.
All right. What's next for Lager? Seems like we're going right next to where Mila's gonna be. So
Yep, we'll do the night cycle.
meanwhile, Joshi doing the reverse, going to the day. All right. Once again, and now everyone's at night. Go storage spot, nicely done by Lager. Gonna
Very
store
nice.
that
Storing
door.
the door.
Shark 21. That's a fan favorite.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't
Best
like
treasure
Treasure
spot in
Shark
the
20?
game, don't at me.
Oh boy. Alright, climbing up the ladder. Jumping on the button. Watching a cutscene. And then realizing you still have like a minute. Wait. We do want the soup of the gods.
We sure do. And looks like Josh is also gonna be picking up their leaf very, very soon. Sailing
Nice
over to Diamond Step.
Yeah, nice little peek there from Lager, just looking at the chest, the transparent chest, while waiting. It's not like there's much else to do. You can sit
Making
all against this
excellent
wall
use of
and
their
make
time.
squats.
Yeah, making excellent use of their time by peeking transparent chest.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when Joshi arrives at Windfall, at some point, she can't even combine both Creep and Mila. Oh yeah, right, Creep is also a thing in these settings.
Yeah, Creep is definitely there. Alright, Mila. Time for me to talk to you through a staircase. Don't question it.
Going for the little time save and
Oh,
selecting not at all.
grapple!
Box, and that might also be our no wait. That could be our path to go then as well, since the game didn't generate us a path to Gohma hint.
And also it does put a
Which
few things
could mean
back.
that there might be Feroz Pearl on either on DRC on the road bridge or maybe even on Needle Rock.
I know we saw a spiky chest and scale the wall too, so that's going to be nice for Lager. We're right next to that.
True, that is also a possibility, that it could just be Feroz Pearl on top of Scale the Wall, since that is also grapple locked.
Yeah, there's quite a few possibilities going on right now. It's almost like it's only been 22 minutes and a lot of things could still happen. Beautiful. I love this game for that.
It's also just funny comparing the two tractors with Logar missing all bows and Joshi just casually having lights.
Yeah, it does look a little special right now.
Yep.
All right.
I
We're now
think,
going to find out what's on the scale the wall check. So I'm pretty
and
happy about
also
that.
gonna be finding out why the bait bag isn't it as required. My guess is still that this is just gonna be for Roar's Pearl.
Yeah, it could very well be, honestly. Gonna use the fire arrows and their enormous collisions to do our bidding.
Yeah, there is a snipe we can do to light one of the car rocks on fire on the top and knock it back into the
There
so
we
that it
go.
hits the crystal switch and
Yeah,
activates the force. So we can just skip the whole Hyoi pair sequence.
yeah. Rip the bait bag. At this point, I gotta say, it's not looking great for the bait bag.
Nope,
The Euros bow has been
absolutely not.
acquired, so we now have less of a bow difference.
That is true. The bow difference will also get smaller once Logar checks the salvage core gift, the
Yeah.
boys. Since that will be their fire nice.
And we're scanning the wall. We're about to have more information than we did a few minutes ago.
Very correct.
Nothing on the inside of the cave here. So Josh is going back out. Technically would have been a little... I don't know if it's a little... I think it's a little faster to just save and quit there so you're closer to the chest. And that's a
Yeah,
shard.
It would spawn you closer to the chest and crawl as well. And there's the
There's
Pharaoh's
Pearl.
Scroll that I
There
have
you go.
already mentioned.
Your prediction was right.
To be fair, I don't feel it was that hard to predict since we kind of knew that the grapple had to lock our access to Tower of the Gods since that was the last remaining path.
We did know quite a lot, honestly, at this point. But as I
We
always
did.
say, it's the kind of things that is harder to keep track of while you're running. Seemingly, I'm very bad with pat hints when I'm running, so
Yeah.
I just kind of count the pat hints as just go there eventually, maybe faster than the rest. Keep it simple, you know.
Yeah.
All right, and we also can fly to this check. It's always pretty good. Not the fastest check in the universe, but sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and hope for the best.
Yep. Good old great fish.
The main problem with this check is
Oh, and Joshi is getting rewarded with
for,
the first piece of cheese.
yeah, for her that's the first. That is right.
So we
Look
do
at
have
that.
knowledge of 4 pieces in total.
I mean, in the meantime, we were getting the hook shot on Logger's side, and also the fire and ice arrows is before that. There we go. Dragon Roast Island next for Logger. Can't
It
say I'm
makes
very
sense.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, he can. They can full clear Dragon Roost Island proper, and then also head into DRC for the first dungeon and full clear that as well. Since we do have the grapple.
I can't believe We Pig is dead. They're not dead.
Yep.
They're gonna
And
come back
like
eventually.
we are getting opposite dungeons basically.
Yeah.
With Joshi entering Tower of the Gods.
Interesting.
27 minutes into the seed.
I don't hate that play though, because Tower of the Gods is one of those dungeons that even if you get to go mode it feels pretty long. For some reason.
Yeah, that is true.
So if I have to check everything at a dungeon, it's gonna be this one.
Yep.
All right. Do we have dungeon secrets in this one?
Nope, dungeon secrets are removed for Miniblins.
Interesting. Oh, spiky chest right off the bat.
More cheese.
Good old cheese.
Currently 3 pieces off.
Yeah. And getting storage on the second
Honestly,
time for Logger.
I just
I see that.
realized we're missing 3 Triforce pieces and a sword.
Yeah, we're not missing much. I was
We
about to
are
mention that.
not missing much to be able to complete the seed. Oh, and Logger unfortunately voiding on
Ooh.
the chests.
That ain't great. Not the best feeling.
Yep, so that means they will have to do this the vanilla way.
Gonna have to fly around the
Anything around.
place. Oh, a key chest here for Joshi. Those are worth pretty good. At least until you
Yep.
find one of your small keys. And a big key, that's always good too.
Means you don't need to do the kind of scary Tower of the Gods big key skip.
It sure is a little scary, isn't it?
It definitely is sketchy.
We almost got a light arrow opening of this. That would have been... I love when I mess this up. It just feels like overkill.
Yep.
That's a small key. We already
Yep.
know that. But there's a spiky chest behind it. Oh,
Maybe
I have to go open that.
Will be great. Granted some more cheese, and nope.
Some mail at least, so it could be delayed cheese.
It could be delayed cheese. That is true. We'll have to see.
And you were right. We are getting opposite dungeons. So
Yeah, it's very nice to see lots of new checks all around.
oh yeah, we're gonna know so much, and
absolutely.
then later in the seed, we're gonna have to find so much things to talk about.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Oh yeah. Oh look at that! That's
Oh,
that's
boy.
a small key. Who could have guessed that?
Shoutouts to Qualla, who absolutely loves this joke.
It's an oldie but a
And
goodie.
most
Like
definitely.
the first time I ever played a Kilunacy seed, I was like,
Oh.
finally, it's not gonna be a small key. I get there. We didn't have chest type matches counted yet at that point, so I opened the chest like usual, and it's a small key.
Oh.
I had a moment when that
my.
happened.
That is hilarious.
Oh, nicely done on the first shot there for Logger, and aiming
Hitting the
manually for
second
the other
shot.
two. Think that's gonna be just a little. It's
fast with
close. There we go.
There we go. Nailing the third shot. For 6 arrows, that is pretty nice.
Yeah, especially since he free aimed 2 of the 3 shots. That's very good.
Yep.
Nothing there, so we're gonna have to break this barrier here. Meanwhile, we have a Joshi.
Hockey on the next chest.
Oh, and
Arkanchi,
upper
ooh, and that's another hover cross.
Upper cross delivering the goods today.
Absolutely.
Oh. Ah! So close yet so far.
To wait for another water cycle.
Yeah, just gotta wait for the elevator to go back up.
Not that big of a deal, I'd say.
No, it just hurts a little when you see your character bounce off the wall. You're just like, aw.
Yeah.
More cheese!
More cheese?
So we're back on even grounds as far as cheese go.
Yep. And it's fun because walking a bit too far with the water pot, thus taking a very hot bath.
Yeah,
A very hot involuntary bath.
The lava bath is
Trying to do the
not as
cutscene
safe. Gotta say, the ice bath is a lot less dangerous than the lava bath.
And guys, we're taking another one.
At least we're gonna be warm today.
Absolutely.
At the very least, there's that going for us. Placing the Josh is placing the statue in the corner there.
Preparing for the Tower of the Gods floor 1 skip.
Nicely
Getting
done.
out of bounds.
Yeah, just gotta fly to the staircase at that point. Maybe we're
Some
gonna.
very nice leaf pumps.
Oh, not even
And
falling in
we're
the
up
water
here.
there. Nicely done.
Very well done by Joshi. But yeah,
Alright,
to get
time
back
for-
at it, we do have 3 pieces of cheese on either side, and they share neither of them.
Yeah,
They're
that is pretty
all,
interesting.
unique pieces of cheese.
We're really just looking for 2 pieces of cheese at that point.
Yeah.
There we go. Nicely done for Logger. We're finally out of the lava trap as it was for him in this room.
Yep.
Oh, and the Bokoblins are guarding
on
a spiky
mini boss.
one. The chest that replaced Medley is important. Let's go. The Moblin is coming.
Let's see, what could we get? We could get some piece of paper, like a Benedict or Note to Mom.
Could be
We could
something,
get
yeah.
a storage container for that, aka the delivery bag. We might get another Picto. Or some items that will not be of much use to us, like power bracelets or iron boots. I'll go with Cabanadit.
Hey, more cheese!
It is required cheese.
Staying in the cheese zone.
One piece of cheese and a sword.
Alright,
Until we on Restream are in no mode.
And there's some spikes on Joshy's side. Is it getting me more cheese? No! It is
There are
something
the iron.
spiky. Something spiky in the spiky chest.
I mean, the filler items have to be placed somewhere, after all.
Yeah, they do. And I always
You
like
want
the
to hear,
concept.
about unrequired cheese?
And required cheese. Let me tell you all about Emmental. It's a kind of cheese. It's very, very
That is
good. What about provolone?
Honestly,
Alright.
I have to say I haven't had that many different
Types of cheese.
types of cheese in my
Aw.
life. Yeah.
Are you lactose intolerant? Do you have a reason?
No, I just don't eat much cheese, but I do.
That's very good for your
Uh,
budget, but are you doing like emotionally? That's not enough cheese for a person.
I'm replacing it with chocolate.
Oh, that I do both. That's my problem. Cheese is kind of like
Okay, it just tastes good, both of them.
they do. They really do. Why is everything that tastes good bad for us? That's the question.
It's unfortunate.
How do I feel about the ultra speed on the Tachi statues? I feel very good about it. It's very silly to look at.
It is very silly and
It's cartoony, and it feels like they're speed running with us, you know?
that is true.
Oh, sword,
And
sword,
there's a
sword!
sword.
We now have the best of the cheese cutters, and we have a deluxe Picto box in the nest there.
Cool. We're missing one singular piece of cheese
Interesting.
until we're in no mode.
Okay, that happened
going
at
by
36
really
minutes.
quickly.
How much longer are we gonna have to wait for the next one? Now that's the question.
The thing is, we are doing opposite dungeons, so we are seeing a lot more checks than we usually do.
Oh man. Another statue. Okay, which setup are we going for today? Seems like we're gonna get through the corner and then the sword one. At least that's what I'm expecting.
Yep. Quite
good-
looks like it.
It's a good one until it stops working for me for some reason. Never understood that.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of this strat.
It's a good strat.
Call the Zoomer strat.
It's
Tanjo's favorite
Tenjo.
group. I mean, Tanjo has a very undedicated setup for it.
Yeah, me and Tenjo, we relate to this. We're both very bad in this room for some reason.
And Joshi gets the side up.
Nicely done by Joshi. Oh, dropping the statue there, but as long as it doesn't fall in the void, we're fine.
Yeah.
There we go. Put that on the switch. Lawyer's trying to
Looks like
grab
we're having,
the ledge there.
Yeah, it looks
But,
like we're having a few problems with the ledge grab.
yeah,
That could be
it's not the
tense. I'm
easiest
sure
trick in the book.
Logar will hang in tight and manage to get over there.
In the meantime,
Very soon.
he's starting to switch my choice from the Floor Master to just Lava in general for Employee of the Seed. On his side, that's a lot of lava for one person to see in a day. Also,
Yep.
goodbye, Darknut.
Darknut just getting completely obliterated by pure light.
Nicely
And
done
that's
by
another
Lager.
spiky. Oh gosh.
Oh god. Oh god. What are we finding? It's the delivery bag.
Oh hey, the paper container.
It is the paper container, isn't it? You'd think
Paper
that
container
Link
for 2 pieces of paper to see.
Link can't figure out mail until he gets that. That's what always gets me. Like, he can't
Yep.
just hold a piece of paper himself.
Exactly.
Oh, Joshy going without killing the bubble here. So,
Not getting punished.
as ballsy. Also, those
Gracefully
statues.
evades the bubble.
Yeah. Those statues just go so fast. Also, that's another spiky chest.
That's a bait
Bait
bag. That was
we knew that. We knew that, actually.
Yep.
And I forgot about that. Alright, time for this check on Joshy's side. Just gotta hold the bomb for a while and throw it at the wall. When you can see the color difference between the blue and the red, that's a way to do it. I personally ram into it with the bomb.
Honestly, Crystal, I share that sentiment. I was also kind of worried that Joshy would void there. And there is another spiky.
Oh,
On the DRC
interesting.
stairs.
Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
have
in
the
Rooster No mode, sub 40 minutes.
It didn't even take 40 minutes. Beautiful. We now
What
have
is the scene?
absolutely nothing else to talk about. Let's go.
The thing is, basically, as soon as Lower gets his lights and Feror's Pearl, and I think was there a shot on Great Fish?
I think there was something on Great Fish, yeah.
There was a spike on Great Fish, but
The
I
thing that
think
was
it
one of
actually
the
was
cheeses.
a shard.
It was a
Yeah.
shard. And yeah, fly across is definitely gonna be what Logger needs to do next. Let's hope that they don't forget about that.
Yep.
Okay,
alright,
the keys are doing their thing. They're doing the thing. They know how to get Employee of the Seed, don't they?
They have a lot of experience with that.
They're just very good at what they do. I can't even be mad at them, you know? Great
They are
employees.
just doing their job.
Always
Not
show up
to
on
the Lawrence
time.
dismay.
And Josh, you're trying to throw it after falling with it. Okay.
Decide since they had
Nice.
enough of the keys.
At some point, you just gotta
Go.
decide that the keys are not worth it. You know.
Yep.
Oh, and Lager's getting clawed a little right now. Gohma sometimes falls into like this unlimited cycle. It just never stops for some reason.
The state of rampage.
Yeah. The good old rampage from.
That is a very easy way to relieve your anger.
It really is. Sometimes, I think it's recommended by most psychiatrists to actually kill some keys. Sometimes, just it's better for you. You gotta let those emotions come out at some point, and it better be on keys.
Yep.
All right, Toucan Sand.
A healthy way. Honestly, Logar On the one hand, Logar knows that this is spiky.
Yeah, you did
On
see
the
that
other hand,
before.
there is still a lot, there are still quite a few bait items left in the seed.
There is.
Like power bracelets, Cabana Deed, No to Mom. Stuff like that.
Alright, it seems like we're going back.
Yeah.
Playing it
Logar
safe.
decides that they will play it safe and get the spiky chest.
Not a bad plan, honestly. It can stay in the back of your mind the whole seed if you don't do that, so
Yeah.
it's peace of mind. Light ring shard.
There's the light ring shot. Crystal, there you go. Your favorite
We found
charge.
the thing. We found the thing.
Seed is absolutely blessed. 100%.
It is it's a very good one.
Logar left, or still
No.
has to retrieve Fly Across because they voided out on the boulder chest, unfortunately.
It is something that can happen. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it feels unfortunate.
Yep. Sure does.
Hello, Mr. Kargarok. What are you doing here?
And we're off to face the most creative enemy boss in all of Nintendo series, aka a head with two hands.
Oh man, you mean Bongo Bongo?
Exactly.
Or that guy from Super Mario 64? Or Andros?
As you can see, there are a lot.
And the funny thing, I've already said that before, but the funny thing about Golden is that it's the least original design in the game, but it's also the most original boss in the game because you don't even use this sword on it. The way that you destroy it is original. The boss itself just isn't, though. Yes, Gohan is ahead.
Aw,
I think they remove that one once in a while. It just disappears.
Yeah, I think it was the exclamation mark ahead command.
Yeah, pretty sure it was. This is my boss. There are many bosses like it, but this one is mine. Yes, that is all I feel
Alright,
about
this should be
Godan.
the final cycle on Godan.
Yeah, just gotta avoid the laser by standing under him. And then we're gonna be golden.
Yep, and it looks like Logar is actually getting the Triforce piece here on Great Fish.
Not the easiest one to peek, so I'm interested in how he's doing it there. Okay, there is a little angle where you can. Yeah. Interesting way to do it.
Definitely does see the golden glimmer. Maybe it's not. They're not sure.
Yeah.
Now
they're sure. Right, Golden. What is in your snot tonight? I don't believe it's gonna be interesting, but I believe I want to see it anyway. Hey, money!
Just a bunch of money.
Hey, going for it. Let's go.
Okay, I'll appreciate that.
I mean, when you think about it, snot money is a great way to buy some more Kleenex. Kind of fits.
Honestly,
so you deal with the
Crystal,
snot.
I'm personally very used to the hookshot strat, but it is not that easy to do since you can easily fall off. Honestly,
Yeah, the sweet spot. There's a sweet spot on that one.
There they go.
There we go. Two more cheese to go.
Cheese number 6.
The mailbox is dancing.
Yep.
D or Joshy? Kamali's
Nice guess
father.
from Kamali's father.
I love
He
Kamali's
must strike,
father.
and then that is of no use for us.
I love him anyway because he doesn't have an actual name. They call him Rito Chieftain and Kamali's dad. Never mentioned the name.
Yep.
Even the strategy guide doesn't have a name for him, and I love it.
Yeah.
He has an actual like presence in the game. It's not like Baido's mom, you know? And Baido's mom has a name. It's Bashiko.
Kashiko, yep.
Bashiko. Yeah, the little kids all have names. They're beautiful. They're not the names of these kids are not even in the strategy guide. Actually, that's the kind of funny part. Hey, talking about the kids.
Yeah. I think usually it does save time if you do the hookshot strat at Great Fish.
I think it all depends on how much time you take to peek it, because when you do just fly from the island, you just don't peek, so it's pretty interesting like that.
Yeah.
It's all about belief at that point.
Yeah, I have also no idea how much time it saves. It also depends on how quickly you actually get the hook onto the chest.
Yeah. If you fall once, it kind of becomes a little unclear on that. Alright, nicely caught by Joshi there. Moving on to Todd. Logger's gonna do the little saving quit I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Pretty fast way to do this. Puts the ball closer to you. Two.
And
So.
for Rose Pearl, for Logger.
Oh yeah. Second
Another
bottle
question,
for
will
Joshi.
they just send it straight to Tower of the Gods? If so, Josh is on a hard timer.
Yeah.
It quite looks like it.
Tower of the Gods it is. Oh boy.
So Logra will be able to go mode this dungeon.
Yeah, and no doubt about it anymore. So Logger is in the dungeon. We know that everything that Logger needs is on the way.
Yep. A shard on
Joshi-
hop across, a sword on the stone tablet, and I think another shard on either Dark Knot. No wait, Dark Knot Miniboss was I think Iron Boots.
I'm not even sure
I
what
think
it was
on
anymore,
either,
but
first or second armor's chest.
it's up across, I think.
Yeah, hop across is one of the two shards.
There's also the one before that, like the little room on the right.
Oh yeah, right, bombable wall, right.
Bombable wall. Yes, that's the name.
Yeah, chest behind bombable wall, chest on hop across, and the stone tablet.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Logger does go to up across before moving on from this floor, because it is something that not
If
everyone
so,
does.
they are able to basically skip to all the checks on the second floor except for one. Grapple is on Mila, so Joshi will be getting that in like 1 to 2 minutes.
Yep, it takes a while, but that's the next check. Look
Yep.
at that. Hello, Mila. Please don't get too close to me before the end of this, or I'll be forced to activate cat noises. You don't want to see me make cat noises. I'm gonna do cat noises in French instead of in English, and everyone is gonna be confused.
Yeah. Alright, getting the storage right here on Joshi's side for storing the door.
Yeah,
That is
one more
Laura's,
shard.
second to last piece of cheese that they need.
Oh, and we fell right on the little shoe there. Would you look at that? All right, that is where we see where Logger goes first. Statue is in the corner. We're about to see a decision being made.
I could honestly see them, if they go hop across now, that
And Fate has just decided that it probably should be up across, and no.
looks like we're skipping hop across.
Yeah,
So we
it
will be full
feels.
clearing Tower of the Gods. So that shard will very likely just be the grow mode.
Yeah. Honestly, at that point, if I was Logger, I would have went full organic routing, as I like to call it. You fall down there, just go to the easy one. But also trying to do the leafless setup, I appreciate it too.
And
Grappling,
there is the grapple on Mila.
the
as
grapple
mentioned
is
before.
required. Would you look at that? We're back with the statue in the corner.
I think the problem is just that Joshi needs to pick up one more Picto box. Either the one on Tree Branch and Forest Haven, or the one in DRC, because there are 2 shards locked by Pictos, one in Lenzo's Attic and the other one on Pompey and Vera.
Yeah, that is one thing that is missing from
So
Joshi's
if
inventory.
Joshi now decides to go and full clear DRC, it will likely take more time than for Lower to full clear to get away to full clear Tower of the Gods, I would say.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, at this
also
point,
get,
especially since Lager is kind of cruising through Tower of the Gods at
yeah,
this
like I
point.
would currently give the lead to Logger, but we'll have to ultimately see what both their endgames look like.
That's the interesting
they
thing
both
about
perform.
Wind Waker Randomizer, because even in the longer settings, it takes a while for us to find out who's ahead. But in Miniblins settings, where everything is a little more fast paced, it's like it takes even more time.
Yeah.
You're even closer to the end before you figure it out. You look at that, it's a piece of art. Thank you, Creeb. Doesn't do much for us, but at least I feel loved.
So I could just imagine Joshi now heading over to DRC.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
statue's
they
a little
also
far
know that
there.
there is a spiky on top of Scale the Wall on Pawprint, which is also just going to be another shard for them.
Yeah. Also, I'm amazed at how far that statue was from Logger when he called it. So I just got to say something about that. Didn't think the reach was that good. All right, gonna grab the mailbox here. Oh. And yeah, it's been an interesting seed for that. The leaf being found so early by Lager really helped a little.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
The early routing in general for Lager just kind of all slid it in the right places.
yeah. Also, welcome Raiders over from Coco Jammin.
Oh man, we are
Appreciate you
jamming
being
now.
here for the Woodwacker Randomizer Miniblins tournament. Season 3 in Group Gohma for the match between JoshuaFE8 and Logar in Group Gohma. Currently, very interesting state so far.
Yeah, we're having a pretty fun seed to watch. Logar having a bit of trouble here.
Since
it's not the easiest place, honestly.
Yeah, we have been in no mode for the seed for the past 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a bit. And we know I have both runners in dungeons that they are gonna have to full clear. So. Yeah, it's gonna depend on how fast Joshi can clear this dungeon. It's gonna be full clear minus the big key chest. So.
Yeah, that is true. You do see tragic things every day.
Oh man, is Joshi just aiming it from the start? Interesting.
Free-handing the shots.
Nicely done.
That is one hit.
Joshi has better highs than I do. And that's a Master Sword.
Fully powered for Logar.
Yeah, not
Just
quite the go mode.
One shot on hop cross.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of arrows left for Joshi.
Nope.
Gonna have to really clutch those last shots.
Yeah, I think that's a bit far left, nah?
It's a little high too. Yeah. Yeah, the arrow count's getting a little low.
The arrow count is getting a bit monkey-ass. That to be true. Oh.
And
yeah,
that ain't looking great.
We have no more.
Just gotta keep that one arrow for activities. While you're setting up for this clip here, this not a clip, but this little time save, this little glitch.
For the command melody skip.
Yep. Breaking everything.
That, we have passed the 1 hour mark, so happy 1 hour, everyone. Hope y'all have fun watching this match between our two runners, JoshuaFE8 and Logar. If you like what you're seeing, please give both of them a follow. Also, big thanks to our two trackers, Glass and Tomoltalk, for keeping the trackers nice and tidy and organized. And another big thanks for Tom for actually restreaming this race. And also to my fellow co-car Mongol, without whom I couldn't do this.
It's a pleasure to be back, and thank you to you, fellow David, for commentating this with me. That is a nice number if you were too.
Ooh, I like that. Nice.
It sure is a number, but boy, does it bring joy.
Truly does.
So we are going for the delivery bag. Interesting.
I don't know, did Joshi peek top of headstone?
Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good question for the interview, at the very least.
Yeah, that is true. I know that Logar definitely peaked top of headstone. I'm really not sure about Joshi.
Yeah, I can't remember that far. There we go. That's a nice delivery bag. But it's a
bait bag.
It's a delivery bag for brutes. That's what the bait bag is.
I guess so, yeah.
That's why I call it that way. It's a long time. I don't remember now where to go.
Yeah.
I'm like a goldfish. 3 seconds ago didn't really happen, honestly. So, oh, nice throw by Logger there.
There we go.
All right, what are we gonna find next? Absolutely nothing. And we're doing DRC forward. That's what happens when we don't have enough arrows.
Yep. That's what you're gonna have to resort to.
Oh, that's a funky leaf right there, Joshy. It's kind of bomb shaped.
Oh, I'll have you know, Swaff. I am even more excited for the race, about Crystal's race tomorrow. Because I am the one, likely be the one that will bring the misery by rolling it. Hehe.
You do like rolling bad seeds sometimes, don't you?
I just love to see runners suffer.
Yeah, that's a spirit,
I
honestly.
am not even covering that up. I am brutally honest about it.
Usually the people that say that end up liking commentating more than running, so I'm there with you. A small key.
Does one really exclude the other, Crystal?
You can be friends with people and wish them misery in a video game that's a little too old for Maryland Convert.
I wish basically every runner that is a close friend of mine misery.
Aw, that's fun.
At least in
Misery's
this
fun.
feed.
Sometimes
And
I
that is the
roll
first
myself
thing. Fuck Dottie.
misery. Hey, that is true. That is the first bit though.
Yep. We do know what trust seeds amount to.
My favorite seeds are the one where they're not retrieved, so you kind of roll your whole seed for the race. And sometimes you roll
Yep.
yourself some bullshit like fire and ice arrows in Master Short Chamber.
Yep.
That's always a good one. Especially,
Didn't that happen to you in one of your season 7 seeds?
sure did. It sure did.
I was thinking like that sounded awfully familiar.
It sure did. And it's called loving yourself.
Yep.
I mean, let's be honest. We're playing Wind Waker Randomizer. If we have to do more checks, it's not the end of the world because we like that game. It's a fun game.
For the most part.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, I
Opening the
think
light
one
ring
of
chart.
my... Yep, light ring chart number 2.
That's a lot of light rings.
Sure is.
Not to be confused with mood rings, the kind of things that change colors depending on your mood. Or, as far as I understand, the humidity, because it really doesn't do much to read the mood.
Your mood.
Yeah, mood. Alright, nicely done by Joshi. Just kind of avoiding the magtail there.
Ooh. Honestly, really closely getting the jump in the certified worst room of the game. TM.
Yeah, it's one of those rooms, isn't it? And the only way to get good at it is to just kind of rage at it for a few hours at first.
Yep. And here's our first offer to pieces of cheese in what I like to call DR cheese.
It's a good place for cheese because the lava makes it all melty, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a fondue.
Ooh, yeah. I like that thought. I really like that thought.
Just be careful to not mix up the cheese and the lava. They both look very similar once they're melted. One of them
Yeah.
hurts a little more, though. It's the cheese.
A slight bit, I would say.
Just a little.
Just a tad.
Look at that. Nicely done, Vajashi. Standing in the
Quickly
corner,
taking
trying to pick up a weapon.
Yeah, they could be getting the soup before going to Hyrule. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, more cheese.
That's the second piece of cheese.
Yeah, honestly, the soup can be so helpful down there.
Oh,
Especially when you're
absolutely.
not too used to the mechanics of the game yet. I gotta say, Logger looked a lot more confident outside of dungeons, which is usually the case when you're starting out in this game. And during this tournament, they're probably gonna get a lot of time to practice and just improve on those dungeons. So it could be a very scary person to run against later on in this tournament.
Yep. Okay, so Joshi is of course missing the 2 cheeses on Windfall and the one on Portland, as Tom already mentioned.
Yep, that's that is the cheese bet.
Yeah, there's one shard locked behind Lenzo's attic, together with the mirror shield, and another one
Yes.
being taken care of by our dear Gossip Girls, Pompey and Barra.
Gotta love those girls, the gossip girls. Okay, Logger, are you gonna pick the rupee too? No. This is a person that is not affected by capitalism, unswayed by
Absolutely.
money.
Maybe just goes in.
Yeah, Logger is going
for
out of the
Pompey. Oh my
dungeon.
God.
That's a dangerous
Oh.
thought.
Ooh.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Okay.
Eee.
That might be very tragic.
Yeah,
actually.
that might very well be tragic. Things definitely just got very interesting right now. Whew.
Now things are heating up.
Yeah. Do they think it's a small key? Maybe?
If so, then that might actually turn the race around.
Yeah. But the trouble
If they
with
miscounted
the...
the keys.
Yeah, that would be real bad.
Which would be an extremely unfortunate way to lose the race.
It was a shard, Slitchin. It was a shard. Some cheese was there.
The last Logger's last piece of cheese.
That-
Joshi
that-
100% goes to Poprint after this. They should know that there is a spiky
yeah,
if they remember to do it.
the peak was done, honestly.
Logger has both Transparent Chest and Creep on Windfall. Is currently doing Bomb Island, as we can see.
Yeah.
Still has all
Cabana?
of the Cabana, although no access to the inside.
Yep, that is true.
Still has to do Ice Ring.
Ice Ring, and there's
and also Angular.
Yeah, Angular, the boxy one.
Which we
Quite
still
a
haven't
lot of
checked,
overworld.
despite there being a Sphere Zero check. Good old Angular Peak. Also, nice sail.
I love when the
Right
cell
here.
just pops up. Also, good night, Gohma.
Oh, it is even spike. Oh no!
It is a spiky one. Oh my god. And falling in the lava once again. The lava being Logger's main
that
enemy
is
today.
such an evil bait spiky. Oh my god.
Is it gonna be our power bracelets?
Cabana D would be by far the worst case.
Yeah, it
By
would be.
far.
Could be another bottle that
Power
through.
bracelets or boomerang would all be the best cases.
Piece
Every
of
single
mail.
mail item is really bad.
Yep, it just adds more to the overworld at that point.
Yep. Oh, and that MacTail decided to go swimming.
Yep, just going back in the water for them.
Yep.
I think.
Okay, Joshi is going over to Windfall.
What might have happened for Logger right now is
If they decide to... Okay,
So-
we are going back to mainland Windfall. We
interesting.
might be seeing Pompey and Vera.
Yeah, we're gonna see a happy Lenzo is what I want to see. Yes, we're gonna see happy Lenzo. Look at that guy.
Ice arrows do make this island a lot... Oh my god, that MacTail is trolling. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
The MacTail's not going great for Logger today. There we go.
Yeah. Going into the switch and bouncing back out again.
That can happen. That's why for that switch you kind of wanted to stand a little farther away. That's a note to mom.
Oh, and that is a piece of mail, as I said.
Yep.
That is not great.
Yep, not the best for Logger right now.
That will likely be... That could just be more time loss, honestly.
Yep. As we call it in my neck of the wood, unfortunate.
Yep.
I see Don Joshi with the jumps here. Wind wasn't agreeing for us.
Yeah, Logar might actually just break in to Cabana, honestly.
Wouldn't be too surprised. They seem like someone that has learned quite a few tricks. So that would be one more to the arsenal. All right, Joshi picking up some cheese.
For Joshi. And the mirror shield as well. Only missing 2 more shards. Those being the one shot on Pompey and Vera, and the other one on Poprin Scale the Wall.
I have a
This
new theory for what happened.
Close as hell.
I have a new theory for what happened to Logger at the end of Tachi there. When you finish the dungeon, some runners would just click clear hull after finishing the boss. So
and
everything
there's another
clear.
spiky up here.
Wow, now that's unfair. So much spikiness.
Honestly, that might just be Cabana D here.
It could be. It could very well be that.
It could be a couple of things.
Yeah, Cabana D can be on this one chest.
Boomerang. It could be power bracelets, or it could just be another one of our 2 bottles. Cabana D right up there would be straight up hilarious. I agree, Tom.
That would be one of the best ones. Triforce Shard found by Joshi.
7 shards against 7 shards.
Yeah, back.
If Joshi remembers that there is a spiky on top of Scale the Wall, I think they might just win the race.
Yeah, it's still gonna depend on how well Hyrule goes, but it's gonna make it a whole lot easier.
We are sailing east towards Poprint.
Logger is trying to find the sweet spot. Oh, we have something that we have
targeting. Breaking into Cabana is a bit difficult with getting the hookshot lineup.
It's a very weird one. Right now his angle's a little too high, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you want to do is just lodge yourself in the corner there, and then free aim.
And you aim a bit down, and Joshi has entered Poprint.
Yeah, the
Will
scale the
climb,
wall.
Scale the wall.
Yeah. Oh, there. Nah, that's a rupees.
Oh, that's a rupee.
And the problem with the rupees, it stays there, so you
Yeah.
literally can't aim at the place.
Another green rupee. Oh my god.
I think it was the same one, but
No, I think it was a blue rupee at first, and then the green rupee.
you're probably right. I'm not very good at colors.
Honestly, I'm not great either, and that is the last shot for Joshi, and thus reaching go mode.
I mean, we did get the tree, but not exactly in the right direction.
Not at the right height.
Yeah. Like you want to look down a little at this point here.
Yeah.
All right, Joshi now heading for Hyrule.
Yep. Basically avoiding everything in the bottom right corner of the map except for Cliff Plat.
Yeah. The Cliff Plat very early in the seed. All right, Tower of the Gods is back on the menu because that is where we get to Hyrule. There we go, Logger got it. What
Yeah,
was...
That's likely gonna be the case, Mr. Mario, that Lower just skipped hop across. I know that they still have it on their tracker,
Interesting.
but might have gambled that it was just not required.
I was gonna say could
Getting
be...
marked by the rat.
I was gonna say could be one of those cases where you click clear all on your tracker when you're done with a dungeon. Just kind of forget about the one check you didn't do, but...
Yeah. Like, I highly suspect that hop across is still marked as not done on the tracker.
Right, it is time for egregious eye damage from falling glass on Joshy's side. Please wear
It's not a
your
fallen
goggles,
glass.
kids. That's so much glass shards. I hope she has good shoes.
Oh, getting intercepted by that cabana rat. Another contendant for employee of the seed.
He's had the logger has had a lot of contenders tonight, honestly.
Yep.
That's another spiky chest.
Oh my god. No way.
Power bracelets there. Are we gonna see every single spiky chest in the universe?
There is no way.
Wow.
And I don't know if we actually got to see what the other spiky was.
I don't think we've opened the delivery bag.
It might have just been Cabana Deal, honestly.
It could have been,
we don't
honestly.
have another bottle. I think it has to be... No, wait, it was Boomerang. Okay.
Boomerang, yes.
Trackers are smarter than we are and pay more attention.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Much appreciation for our two trackers, Laz and Tom will talk.
Yeah, very, very nice to have trackers. They follow the game while I look at my dog. Thank you, guys.
Cabana Deal and Angular would just be...
That would be evil at that point. Oh. Man, someone remembers my dog's name. Let's go.
Yep.
The predictioner. I didn't do it for Miniblins.
The prediction dog that actually got predicted the right winner of the Challenge Cup.
Yeah. Don't know why he did that, eh? I wonder.
It's a mystery, surely.
It's a big mystery. He always chooses Clarion, and he always chooses a certain Cube David because the name is a little too similar to someone's. The scenic route to Ice Ring, that's always nice to see.
Yep. To put it in your words, the name Dave is familiar to Toscan because that's also the name of the person pestering him to do the predictions.
Fun fact: we do pronounce it taxon as
Taxon.
for the dog, yeah. But it's actually based on like the car that is based on Tucson, Arizona. So we're mispronouncing the dog. We've been doing that forever. All right, look at that. We're climbing up the stairs. We're about to enter what some people might refer to as the final boss because there's a cutscene after it, but he's not very dangerous.
Yep.
Oh man, we're going to Angular. It's been a little unfortunate.
Would just be diabolical.
Yeah,
But I am here for it.
the
And
Angular Cave
Shotty
would
is
be.
entering the doors of Puppet Cannon.
Hello, Puppet Gannon. Just gonna shimmy over there and let us aim. Nicely done by Joshy there.
Nice first shot.
Nicely done for the second.
Oh my.
And waiting.
No
There we go.
No way. That is
It is
also
spiky.
Oh
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is this? Is this a new technique? I have missed so much. Oh my god. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Okay, what's in this chest? How much are we gonna laugh? How much are we gonna hurt?
At this point, although Cabanity can also be on Islet or on BPR.
Very
And
good
yeah, that
PG1,
was a
yes.
really great PG1 by Joshi.
Yeah, very well done there. Okay, Logger just falling down. That's insult to injury at that point. So unfortunate.
Yeah, the transparent chests always have a really wonky hitbox if you aim for them with a hook shot or try to open them. Because you can only target them at the bottom.
It's a very weird chest in this one, honestly.
That is also why bomb push storage on those chests is just so awkward.
Alright,
And that is
phase 2
done.
done.
Or Puppet Cannon. Now is a Cabana Deed.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my fucking god.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god.
At this point we're
you serious?
At this point I'm just kind of hurting for Lager. Like that's just mean.
Rubbing salt into the wound. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that just hurts to see.
Alright, Josh, she's stopping Puppet Gannon here. Taking aim.
Alright, next stop, Grandma Mail.
Yeah, looks like it.
And that is PG3 down on Joshy's side.
There we go. Wow. Entering 3 bait spikes. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a little.
Yep.
Good old spikies.
Very true.
Alright, time for the climb. And we're doing it old school, regular. No, you know, no that. Just climbing. Alright, Logger finally healing Grandma, being a good grandson.
After almost
granddaughter?
1 hour, 1.5 hours.
And for once,
But better late than never.
And since Logger plays as this character, aka Link, aka the main character, for once the picture behind Grandma is actually of the right person. She never questions it. Like, my grandson changed a little, but you saved me anyway. But today, no questioning. She's right. Nice little climb by Joshi, going for the old school approach. But as long as you get there, there's no bad ways to do it. Alright, we're about to enter It is time for some soup. Boop.
Taking a final sip of soup.
Oh, we never know about final, but there we go. Nicely started by Joshi there, talking to Zelda again. Getting stabbed in the back though.
Getting backstabbed, classing Ganondorf.
Yeah, we're gonna take some more soup. Maybe it wasn't the final soup.
Right. Lower never checked the ghost ship.
Ah, interesting. I didn't even realize that. So Josh is going soupless for the rest of this fight. Zelda's back up. He's gonna talk to the girl. Get shot at.
For the final shot.
We're a little far.
The light arrow.
We were a little far from Ganondorf, so everything is going a little wrong. Okay, interesting.
Oh.
that one just did nothing. Let's go.
Incredible.
The GGs are coming. Let's go. There we are.
And that is officially GGs for Joshi.
But good one for Joshi.
Finishing with an official time of 1:28:39. And according to race time, also snagging a new best time for the Miniblins category.
Oh, let's
Big
go.
GGs to Joshi.
New best times always feel good. All right, our Tingle statue. The more things that could have shown up as spiky. Never know.
Yep.
All right, Creeb, light up lighthouse.
Yep.
That is the one thing left.
Unfortunately, that's just going to be a hard loss location for Logar with the shard on Hoppercross.
It's gonna hurt a little too to just get some love from Creeb while you're just fighting for your life.
Yep.
All right, time to climb. You're right, Ganondorf. The wind sure is blowing.
Yep.
Sub 130 always feels good.
Sub 130 is very nice. Absolutely.
Never seen anyone complain about this one. Okay, Lager was missing some arrows. That's a good way to get some.
That is true, yeah.
I was wondering what they were doing there. Fighting for your life. There's arrows there, and there's some behind the bomb shop too. If the grass just decided to not drop arrows for some reason. You're right, Ganondorf. The wind sure is blowing.
Yep.
Sub 130 always feels good.
Sub 130 is very nice.
All right. Never seen anyone complain about that.
What items am I missing?
Look at that. It has been lit
Lighting
up.
up the lighthouse.
I don't need boomerang. Do I?
Look at that. It's a brown chest.
Very big surprise, Kappa.
It's a very, very big surprise. We didn't check that one at all. Piece of art has been acquired, though.
That means it was in Hoppercross William.
Yep.
Okay, Lager, do you remember what you skipped? Do you?
I very much assume so.
They look like someone on a mission, so they definitely do, I think.
Yep.
Tower of the Gods.
Actually, it doesn't matter too much.
All right, look at that. We're back to the place where it all went wrong, you know?
The place where the race unfortunately turned its tides. I assume that's
it's a Joshi, I think.
our winner of the seat. Welcome in, Joshi. GG's on the victory.
GG's.
GG's to you.
Feeling?
Oh my! So that was definitely a lot that went on with that seed.
Dang.
And
Okay.
I guess I was extremely lucky that I did not have to return to the southeastern area after doing
Let's
Cliff
finish this
Plateau. Like, that was a lot of items skipped.
I just saw that.
And, well, let's just say I am a bit disappointed that I ended up getting the bait bag because, well, I remembered there was a hint saying that there was something required in the big key chest, and I was thinking, oh wow, I'm so smart for remembering that, but I forgot what item it was. So it was useless. It was... And then I didn't have enough arrows going into Dragon Roost at all, so I didn't get to shoot the platform down.
Honestly, when I saw you go for the shoot the platform without any setup, I was like, oh.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sad I've managed to get that, like, in 4
I need
seeds
to-
in a row without the setup, and I should have used it that time.
Actually, let me see if this last check.
And we're now looking at Logger about to get the
Is
final
it? I have
shard.
no idea where the last one is.
They skipped up across boxes in Tower of the Gods. It's cleared everything in the overworld. And now we're back.
Wow.
Yep.
Little unfortunate,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, very unfortunate because
Nice grab, though.
basically
Nice grab.
after Logar decided
There
to
it is.
leave Tower of the Gods, without checking Hop Across, that is basically where the tides of the race essentially turned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. That's like.
Yeah,
super
they
unfortunate.
were a little ahead of you
Right,
at that
'cause, like,
point, and it sure happened.
Everything was on path.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Mistakes do happen, although that
So it's in my best interest.
just had a really
to
unfortunate
clear
outcome for them.
it in its entirety, including hop across.
Yeah, it's the kind of
like
places
boxes.
that you
That
get
happens.
why someone would skip, but when you know it's there, you're like, no, don't, please,
Yeah.
turn around.
Let me immediately like skip.
I think I remember actually. I was going to do Windfall, so I walked there, and then I was suddenly like, "Wait, I've got everything for Tower of the Gods." So I just went there, and I thought it might be a bit silly to do Hop Across there, just in case it was nothing. But I decided just to clear everything.
It turned out pretty well for you, honestly.
It
And
was funny seeing basically both of you just doing the dungeons at the same time, but doing the opposite ones. So whereas
Oh.
you decided to go Tower of the Gods, Logar did Bila early, thus got the grapple on Windfall earlier, and booked it straight into DRC on the first DRI trip.
we knew so
we
much
had
about
lots
the
of things to
seed.
talk about, and we were in Restream No mode 40 minutes into the seed. It was
Yeah.
wild.
Oh, actually, something that I never checked myself, and I'm really curious about this. Did I misread the hints? Because I swear I misread both the path hints as saying for Golden. Did one of them say for Gohma and I misread it?
No,
Probably.
those two were actually both Godan hints.
I'm gonna turn this.
Yeah,
Oh,
interestingly.
I can
okay.
explain the path,
Let's pull
though,
up this
if
board.
you want me to, or like why there was no Gohma path.
Right,
Yeah, I was very
we
confused.
think we have a DNF from Logger in there. Wasn't entered the right way on the race time, but sure someone is gonna
I guess they're not talking
Yeah,
anymore.
marked
figure
as
that out.
finished, but ultimately did not finish the seed.
Yeah, it is a DNF. We've seen it here first, folks. The question is, are we gonna get the Logger down here for the interview?
We'll see. I mean, eventually, our streamer will pull them in
Yeah, we
if Logar happens to chooses to join us for an interview.
in the meantime, we added quite the seed. Like you said, we saw so much in so little time. We learned about everything the seed had to offer way too early. We saw Logger go on a quest to find the last shard in places where it wasn't, which was pretty funny and a little unfortunate at the end because we found Cabana Deed at some point, and just kind of hurts at that point.
It it was a whole onslaught of not required items.
Always spiky. Always spiky. Bomb Island was spiky. The top of the waterfall was spiky. It always felt like Logger.
Angular
like,
Cave
for,
was spiky.
Yeah. Like for Logger, it always felt like they were gonna get their go mode and then never happened. You know, that must have hurt a little.
You know, one thing that's actually funny. So I remembered that I'd peeked the spiky chest in paw print, and when I finished Dragon Roost, I was considering just going straight there to check it, but then I thought I need like 3 more items, or like it was like 2 or 3 more shards. So I decided to go to Windfall, see if there were any more, and for some reason I was so confident the shard would just be in paw print that I ended up forgetting it could be something like the Deluxe Picto box, and I guess this paid off, but I don't know why I assumed that. I kind of just forgot everything else that could have been there and just assumed the shard was.
I mean, it wasn't a bad routing for it, honestly, so it worked out for you. So we have been joined by a Logger. Hello.
That was Logger, but
GG's
yeah, nice
to you as well.
GG's.
Yeah, I didn't check floating across boxes, and that came to bite me in the ass at the end of
the seed at the end was it always made you feel like you made the right decision. You saw spiky chest, you were like, oh shit, it's happening, and then it wasn't happening. That felt unfortunate for you.
Just bait after bait item. That was very sad to watch, just knowing where that final shard was and basically theorizing which item would just show up next.
Mm-hmm.
We knew everything We knew
that
everything.
Towards the end. Yeah. Wonder
But it happened.
Wonder how much time
best
save
of
that
us.
would have been if I checked that, because I was thinking about it as like it's rare for the hints to both lead to the same place. I mean, it's like basically everything's just like laid out for you. So I was thinking maybe I should have checked Tower of the Gods more. Like if it was just 2 different dungeons, and if it was leading to like one and the other, there maybe less checks in Tower of the Gods. I could have skipped it, but yeah, that's my one adaptation.
I mean, that's the interesting thing with the path hints. We did have 2 Godan hints, which basically doesn't tell us anything about the dungeons that will be in Tower of the Gods.
Oh yeah, just
but
everything.
much rather, in this specific case, we had the Windfall path to Godan, which was generated before the path to Gohma, and since the Windfall path to Godan was pointing towards the grapple, there was no other suitable item left in the pool that could have been hinted path to Gohma. So instead, it generated another path to Godan hint. With the grapple being path to Godan in the way that it gives you access to the bait bag on the DRC Big Key chest, which in turn locked Feroz Pearl for our access to Tower of the Gods.
Mm-hmm.
We also had multiple options to get around the boulder that is blocking the entrance to DRC, so there also couldn't be generated a path hint for either of those items, since they were all equally accessible.
That's cool.
With both the bombs and the bottle on Todd, for example.
The more I learn about hints, the more my brain hurts. I love it.
Joshy, what was your like early game routing? Because I feel like I don't know if you did the diamond step early. But...
Yeah, I have actually never learned how to do diamond step early. I kind of just hoped I'd find the hook shot quickly. And it didn't take too long at all. Like, I was also convenient that we were hinted things like Big Pig not being in logic or what, so then I could just clear out set easily. Yeah, I definitely remember I cleared Dragon Roost pretty early as well.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that.
It was like immediately going there. You'd clear like the just the island first, and then like maybe go do some other stuff. It was like, at least for me, it was immediate. Like go do that stuff and just hop in there quick in and out.
It was definitely your early routing really went well for you. Like you got to when falling a little later with a little more items to clear more stuff.
Yeah.
But
And the end game
then
fell apart. Is like the ending of Finding Nemo is like, well, now what?
it kind of hurt you a little at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Like before decided to skip up across, you definitely were a little ahead at that point.
I felt like I was, and then it's like it just it starts. But that was a really fun seed. That was
It
really
was.
fun.
Yeah, I love that seed.
It felt like kind of like going down a water slide. Like everything's just like taking everywhere you want to go.
We also mentioned previously that both of you did opposite dungeons as your first dungeons. So Logar went into the RC first, whereas Joshi went and cleared off the gods. Thus, we got to see a lot of checks in a very short amount of time, and we also were on restream no mode in like 40 minutes, which is wild.
We knew everything.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, because then it's like you get the checks in my dungeon, and then Joshy's, and then it's just like
at some
in chat just thinking about which one's which.
At one point, we had like a series of cheese being opened left and right. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. That's great. That was a good one. That was very fun.
It was a very fun race to see. The first time I've seen some Wind Waker randomizer in a while, so it's always interesting to see how it goes in these Miniblins tournaments.
Absolutely.
Yeah, another very interesting thing that we saw very early on. 15 minutes in, how are you feeling about those lights, Joshi?
Oh my! I genuinely wish you could have heard how shocked I was to find them already. Like, what, lights already? And it's like, it was great.
Right,
You'll
the light
never
arrows?
complain about those being early.
No, never. I mean, it would have been better to have some like harder dungeons to actually use those with, but like, like the Dark Knight and Tower of the Gods having light arrows was nice.
Yeah, it's always nice. Good old Dark Nut of the Tower, the only one that doesn't work for Ganondorf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
basically.
GG's to Joshi.
Yeah. Well, thank you for a fun race. It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you want to, we can quickly take a look at the bracket and who you're gonna be end up facing next, if you want to.
I have the Sharks in the losers bracket. I have Connor. He's starting to learn storage.
Yep, that's true. Yologar will be up against Connor in losers bracket round 1.
Yeah.
This will be a very exciting race to watch. Basically, storage user against currently, I think, still non-storage user. I'm very excited to see that turn out.
He's the no storage warrior.
He's getting like sub 2 still, right? Like without storage, correct? Like that's at least from what I've seen. Like Connor's getting sub 2s. I mean, that's like that's what I'm doing with all these glitches and with all this cheese. So
yeah.
I gotta focus up. Definitely
yeah, I'm just very excited to see how this will turn out. On the other hand, on the other hand, for the winners bracket, Joshi, you'll be moving on to winners bracket semis, and we'll be facing up against Raystorm Thunder.
Oh, I am so excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ray also
crazy. Holy.
Yeah, Ray also basically storageless player in the tournament. Like I said, I'm very excited for those matches both equally.
It's always interesting to see the different routings that not cheating the game as much brings, you know.
Absolutely.
Respecting walls. What is that?
Nice. Okay.
Definitely.
Well, I just wanted to pop in after the stream, or after streaming that. Really fun seed. Really thankful to the community here. Like Wind Waker is one of my all-time favorite Legend of Zelda games, and I mean I followed along with it since like before barrier skip was a thing.
Oh, that's
Like,
amazing.
right at the conception of ZeldaSpeedRuns.com, that sort of like era. So it was always a game
Oh,
that
that's
I really
amazing.
enjoyed, and it's cool to see that there's a community still thriving with this sort of almost feels like a roguelike in some ways, which is my favorite
Yeah.
one of my favorite game genres, and it's nice to just theorize, change stuff, use all these glitches in all these different ways than just like it's not just executing, it's thinking also, which is cool.
Yeah, happy to have you here with us.
Always nice to see new players, honestly. So I'm happy.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off, y'all. GG's, Joshy, and maybe I'll see you coming up in the losers bracket, coming up to grand
Yeah.
finals.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going on further. We'll see what happens.
Okay, good luck.
I think that's going to be about all for us too, honestly. There's not much left to discuss. There's
I
more
don't have any
Miniblins
things
action.
To
That's
discuss, any thoughts for you left, Mongol?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to the rest of this Miniblin tournament, and that's the beauty of the Miniblins tournament. There's not one tournament. There's not two. There's like 5 of them at the same time. So we're gonna have some fun in the next weeks.
Yeah, 5 different groups playing at basically the same time. I think our lovely regional talk can maybe tell us more about those coming up in the next few days.
Oh man. In the meantime, we can thank our 2 runners once again. We had Joshy and we had Logger. They did a wonderful job. We have 2 wonderful trackers too, Laz and Toma, which just unmuted himself. Let's go.
Y'all put a lot of faith in me on that, on knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, there's 3 Miniblins matches tomorrow. 2 Kalidimos and the Helmarok King. So Crystal versus Bacon Prey at 6 p.m. Eastern. A 3 p.m. Eastern, which is Pipsby versus Cag, and then Orbital versus Shadow at 1:30 Eastern. And then the other tournament right now that's popping off is the ALTTP NMG League. And there's like 7 of those tomorrow night.
That's a lot of NMG. Oh my god.
Very busy
That's
day
tomorrow. And then Friday's got more ALTTP, and then there's a Breath of the Wild 80% tournament match at noon on Friday. So it's pretty much if you keep an eye out, you might find something on here over the next few days.
Absolutely.
There's
There's
also
gonna be
an
something for everyone.
There's also an MMR mystery tournament going on right now, so look for some of those races popping up as well. I don't see anything on our schedule right now, but that's subject to change. And
Absolutely.
I believe the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 8 has its final match this Sunday or Saturday.
Looks like Sunday
Yeah, it looks like Sunday.
at 2:20 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, that's it. That should be the final match of that season. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. I'm gonna get us out of here though, unless you guys have anything else you want to add.
Nope.
I'm all tapped out
Nothing
of
from my
silly
side.
shit. I'm all tapped out of silly shit.
Yeah, just GG's to Logger as well. I'm very excited for more races.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone coming out to watch. Thank you for everyone's running, trackers for tracking, comments for coming. And I'm gonna send this over to this interesting sled dog game that somebody I know is playing. So I'm gonna throw us over there.
Wonderful.
Everyone have a good night.
But
Have a
me.
good one. Bye bye.
A good time zone rather.